Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Roche Kilian UNCUT, the podcast where there's no cutting, of course. So it's just me talking to you and discussing topics that I really care about, things like mental health, fitness, nutrition, and I'm doing it in a beautiful setting here in Botrivier in South Africa. Sophie and I, we sometimes go on these adventures. We at the moment it's twice a month, which is not a lot, but we obviously want to go more. But I must say I'm grateful because some people, don't even get a getaway. They don't go out. They don't have the finances to do so. They don't have the time to do so. They maybe don't even have the health to go and, go on these adventures. So that is the topic that I kind of wanted to speak about today, and obviously inspired by just being here. And that is that if you want something in life, if there's something like, a big dream, I know there are hundreds and thousands, if not millions of dreams out there that people have, but it never comes to fruition because they are too afraid of chasing that because, we've got bills to pay. We've got so many things that we need to do that kind of holds us back. And then I think the worst one is the non-belief, the fact that you don't believe in yourself, and we listen to other people, and we look at the media, we look at things, and we see, let's say YouTubers, for instance, these guys making millions of followers, going out, they've got the best cameras, they're doing all these things, yet I'm using me or myself as an example. I have a normal Canon camera. I've got a mic that I paid a lot for. I saved up for this mic, and I don't have the best equipment. I don't have a videographer following me around, but the dream is still there. The dream is active. All right. And I feel like if I was afraid, I wouldn't have even sat here. I wouldn't even be here talking to you about these things because I wouldn't have bought the camera. I wouldn't have bought the mic. I wouldn't have saved up for all these things. But now I have. And yes, I'm not at the top. I'm not at the dream. I'm not, even though I feel like I'm living the dream in a sense because, I'm grateful for every day, because when you start at the bottom, in a sense, every little step that you grow, you feel good about that. So for me, what I want to talk about the dreams is if you actually go out and you do the thing, right? And I know you're going to say, Roche, you just mentioned there's health issues, there's financial issues, there's, all sorts of things that can go wrong. People that say it's impossible. I don't believe in the word impossible. I really don't. And if there is something that is impossible, let's say you are disabled and you can't enter a 100-meter sprint race, there's a race for disabled people that you can win, and you can still be the top in your field of disability. You understand what I'm saying? Like, even if there's something that you can't do, maybe being an accountant, maybe you can't do that, but there's a level below that. Maybe as a clerk or something, you could be the best clerk in the world. There's always, rankings and things like that. Now, I know it's difficult to say, like, for instance, if I say that I want to be a YouTuber and I want to have, 200 million subscribers, that's a lot to ask, and you also need to obviously know what your goal and your priorities are. For me, necessarily, I think 100,000 to 1 million, that's like an attainable range for me, and what I would do with that platform is help people like this and kind of just guide them to know that anything is possible. That is why I'm here, making these videos and talking in podcasts, because I want you to know that that dream that you have is possible. Now, we are here today, like I said, to make great content. I'm making daily videos, daily vlogs, and we are here today, and the reason that I brought this topic up is to tell you that it's difficult to visualize a dream if you don't even know how it looks, right? Some people's imaginations are like top notch, right? They can, if you ask them to visualize their dream home, they can tell you exactly the room, the size, the type of tiling in that room, the roof, the garden outside. They can just visualize it clearly. But if you ask someone else to visualize their home, they might, visualize a big home with, bright lights coming in and a green garden Like, it's not specific, you know what I mean? Because they haven't really experienced it. Maybe those people that have those imaginations, maybe they've been around the world, maybe they've traveled, maybe they've read books, maybe they've gone and looked through, magazines and stuff. They've experienced life. And because of that experiences, their dream that they have becomes more vivid. It becomes clear in their mind. And when it is clear, I know it sounds crazy, but things start to happen. You start to obtain those things that you envision because you draw that to you and you also go towards it. All right? If I'm dreaming of an ice cream today and that's my goal, I'm not going to stick around here in the bush. I'm going to go to the beach, probably where there's an ice cream machine or some, vendor, and I'm going to buy an ice cream. So there's action towards it as well. So yes, I have the feeling, I have the dream, but then I take action. I go to the place where the ice cream is. So basically what I'm saying is you need to then gain experience. You need to go out and whatever your dream is, like I said, an accountant, you have to then go to an accounting firm. Look at the desks that they have there. Look at the paperwork and the things that are on the desk. Look at what they drive. Look at the company, the building that they enter, things like that. I know it's stupid and you're going to think, but you have to visualize that. As soon as you can, things are going to start changing. Like I said, you're going to you're going to pull it towards you and you're going to also move towards it. And I always use this example. If you want to become a heavyweight boxer, right? You can't just say, okay, that's what I want to do. I mean, you can, but as soon as you make that decision, like, I want to be a heavyweight boxer. I want to be the champion. Just by saying that and knowing the vision clear, that is what you want, surely you're going to start making changes. You're not going to just carry on going to work, getting back home, watching TV. You're not, because you just made a decision to become a boxer, right? So yes, you'll go through the normal routine and you might not even have money, but the fact is you will borrow or find out or save and you will get some boxing gloves. The next step, you will get a boxing gym or a boxing bag. Then you'll start hitting the boxing bag and you'll start getting better and better. And then you'll eventually, for some reason, I know it's weird, but you will gain financial success. Your body will change. All those things will happen because now you've got a clear goal, which means you're happier inside. You feel happy inside. The fact that you're chasing a goal, that you're chasing a purpose, a thing that you said that you're going to do, it makes you happier, which means you excel at work, you excel in your relationship. It's incredible, right? So now you get a coach. You actually belong to a boxing gym. Once you're there, the coach will tell you, listen, you're actually getting really good. Are you sure you don't want to do amateur boxing? And then you say, well, you know what? To be honest, I want to be the champion of the world, so let's start here. Then you become an amateur. You win, you lose, you draw a few fights, you eventually become pro. You see how this goes? And it's all action that you took. Now, it literally can be to become a YouTuber, to become an accountant. Like I said, accountant, boom. Save up money, read books about accounting, speak to people about it to get there. If you want to, become a rugby player, I mean, depends on age, I guess. Like, some things are impossible, but like I said, there's also always an alternative. If you are 40 years old and you want to play professional rugby, maybe don't do that, but get into coaching. Start coaching, primary school, then high school, then eventually you could potentially coach the big leagues. All those type of things. It is possible. And I want you to see that, because I know, as small as my channel is, and as insignificantly small my life here on earth is so far, we all want to make an impact. And I have a feeling that I am going somewhere. And I want you to have that same feeling. Regardless if you actually go somewhere or not, you have to have that inside drive to know that whatever you are doing, you are excelling at. Because if you just do something because, I don't know, maybe you want to get content out there and you feel like a friend or two of your friends quite like when you do that, that's not enough. You want to make an impact in this world. If it's, like I said, if it's accounting, it's obviously helping businesses grow. If it's YouTube, it's helping other people. If it's becoming a rugby coach or a rugby player, it's because you want to create entertainment. You want to help a team out. You want to help your country. There should be that added benefit, that value that you add to whatever it is that your dream is. You can't just, I want a boat and a car and a house and a beach house, and then I can just sit like this and just relax. There should be that little added bonus. All right? So I just wanted to leave you with that. Very simple, very chilled. just chase your dreams and just know that it is possible. I'm telling you now, from me, I know I'm not a guru, but I don't even know you. But if you're watching, I know that your dream is possible. Just go for it. Okay? If you like this video, however, like it and subscribe. You can watch my daily vlogs as well to see how I'm going to reach the dream that is possible for me. And hopefully that'll inspire you to do the same. So have a beautiful day. We'll chat soon. Peace.